You're listening to the best of the Morning X. We had to call it something. 99X.
Do you remember those series of books that came out called Letters from a Nut?
Vaguely.
Okay, there were 2 volumes.
Seinfeld, wasn't
yeah,
it?
well, the
Right.
deal is the Letters from a Nut series of books are authored by this guy, Ted Nancy, who really doesn't exist. There is no such guy as Ted Nancy. That is a pen name. However, in all these books, the foreword has been written by Jerry Seinfeld, and if you really read them carefully, it's hard to believe that it's not Jerry Seinfeld or his friends writing these. And basically what they are, and they're a scream. He wrote letters, very bizarre, funny letters to all these companies.
Where does he
with
get this time to do all this?
Well, he's
Now,
got
now that they're selling the
worth of
books.
letters.
he's got plenty of time now.
I mean, all he does is sits down. Hey, hey, Jessica, what's going on? I got to write a letter to Walmart. I'll be back with you.
He writes these very bizarre letters to restaurants, hotels, places of businesses, but they're like bizarre, but you're not really sure if you're the company receiving one of these letters, you're not really sure if the guy's serious or
Right.
if it's a joke, and they always or usually respond seriously to him.
By now, if he signs
And-
it all Ted Yancey, does he sign a different name
Ted
every
Nancy.
time?
It's all Ted L. Nancy, but these people don't know. So, Volume 3 just hit the bookstores, and it is just as funny as the other one. I'm going to read a couple. We'll read some more later in the week. For instance, this is a restaurant that was written to the Matsushisa restaurant, which is a very fine Japanese restaurant in Beverly Hills. Dear reservations, soon I will be in the Beverly Hills area to stay for 2 years. I must live there because of my physical problems. I want to have my celebration party at your restaurant. I want to make a reservation to dine at your magnificent restaurant on January 7th. I have heard it is unparalleled. The wine cellar is stupendous. The view is breathtaking. I have heard your food is exceptional. I like buttery squid. Because of my medical condition, I must eat with my ear. I feed myself. Food is deposited into my ear, and I eat this way. I can eat most everything. No sticky mashed potatoes, though, please. Will it be okay to dine in your restaurant on the evening of January 7th? I have heard of your glorious treasures, that your surroundings are majestic, and that your appetizers are scrumptious. Will eating through my ear be a problem? After a while, people don't look. If they do, however, I am still pleasant. Let me know, as I am anxious to dine with you. Thank you. I look forward to hearing from you so I can arrange my celebration party. And, of course, they respond to him, Dear Mr. Nancy, I am so sorry to write back to you so late. I just received your letter yesterday from restaurant. I love to have you and your guests on January 7th. Since our restaurant is already overbooked that day, I will try to seat you and your party at our private room.
Shutting you aside.
Signed, Eriko Sakai. And, it's printed on the stationery for the restaurant, so you know it's legitimate. This is a letter written to the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company in Akron, Ohio. Dear Goodyear Tire and Rubber, I am confirming my appearance at your Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company headquarters for Friday, March 20th at 1 o'clock. Please reply and let me know that I have the correct information. This was all set up with your Special Services Division through Gigante Lunch Performances. I am Nabar. I come to your office and let your employees drive nails into me. I can take it. I come to your place of business during the lunch break and let your employees hammer 65 nails into my sides and back. No stomach, or I will bleed. Employees love it, and it is a morale builder. They talk about my show for days. Coffee break performance also available. However, I cannot drink liquids for at least 45 minutes after the show. My show brings morale-building atmosphere to the workplace. I never wince or grimace. Once I blurted something that was mistaken as rude, but that won't happen again. I am Nabar, and like a good Nabar, I want to be there. Please confirm my March 20th appearance. When I show up with my 9 trucks, who do I speak to? Dear sir, this is Goodyear Tire and Rubber responding back to him. This is from Wayne Matuk, the chief of police at the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company. Dear
Chief
sir,
of police?
Yeah, I guess they have their own security force. Regarding your labor, referencing a scheduled appearance at 1 o'clock on March 20th at the corporate headquarters facility of Goodyear Tire, this letter is to advise you that no one at this location is aware of your performance that day, and you should cancel this part of your schedule. There's a mall called the Mall of Victor Valley in Victorville, California. Dear Victor Valley Mall, I want to operate my empty kiosk from your mall. My empty kiosk is called Mall Needs. You do everything at my kiosk that you can't do elsewhere in the mall. Stop by and tie your shoe. Throw away your trash. Spank your kid. Throw out an empty Orange Julius cup. Read your receipt. It's all here. Whatever you thought of doing in the mall and waited to do because you couldn't find a place, you can do at Mall Needs, my empty kiosk. Never again stop just anywhere in the mall to yell at your kid. Check how much change you have, or look at people, or adjust your trousers. Please let me know how I go about operating my kiosk from your mall. It's time for Mall Needs, Victorville's place to tuck your shirt in. And then they write him back and give him all the information that he needs to get. There's one more here.
You're going to put this up on our website for people to buy? Because we're going to get the...
Yeah, we will. You can pick it up at bookstores, but I will. And this one is truly bizarre. This is to the Plaza Fuerte Hotel in Montevideo, Uruguay. Dear Plaza Fuerte Hotel, I have recently had all my teeth removed and replaced with lobster meat. I feel this is the best thing for me. My teeth are not as hard as before, but they certainly can chew, although not as good. I can eat most foods, but not cookies. I don't worry about bacteria. My lobster teeth are secured on good. Now to my question. Do you have a room for 3 nights in April? I need 4 double beds in the room, but I will be traveling by myself. My wife left me. I would also like to know what kind of restaurant you have in your hotel. You are highly recommended by a man who had his teeth removed and replaced with sausage links. That's why I'm writing you. I have heard that your hotel is probably the finest in all of Uruguay. Please tell me what's available. Also, do you still give out Bavarian fun bags at checkout? And then they write back and they tell him what he needs, that they have the rooms available. And then he writes back to them, Dear Plaza Fuerte, in my last letter, if you remember, I needed a room at your fine hotel for 3 nights in April, as I was having my teeth replaced with lobster meat. You were kind enough to write back. I now must change that reservation. I am now arriving in May, and in addition to having my teeth replaced with lobster meat, I am also having my toenails removed and replaced with ham slices. While my toenails won't be as hard as before, the ham will certainly keep dirt out. I will wear open-toe sandals so you will be able to see ham slices where my toenails used to be. Can you tell me how I reserve a room? Also, do you still give out poppy seed squints at checkout? And then they write back. Anyway, there's some really funny letters. Letters from a nut.
Wow.
Actually, extra nutty, more letters from a nut.
The best of the Morning X with Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. 99X.
Mic Drop. Hosted by former Navy SEAL Mike Ridlin. It's raw.
I've been shot at, blown up, you name it.
It's unfiltered.
You go to the sound of the guns.
It's weird. I've had so many near-death experiences.
It's tough talk from the top minds in their field.
What if the units took a guy out back and shot him?
Bam, you're gone.
I would choose to do what frogmen do. That's what I chose, and it's what I would choose again.
I don't want you guys to cut any of this. Just leave it raw.
Mic Drop. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.